Joe and Reason, Pickle Boot Shop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joe and Reason, Pickle Boot Shop. Pickle time is happening.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop, a diabolical brainwashing machine.
In this episode,
the
boys discuss the finer points of pickles, pickling spices, boots, soles, leather laces, bow biters,
especially. Do you think boots have soles?
And giblets on Crocs.
Yeah. Is that what they're called? Giblets? Those little nubby things?
I think they're called giblets.
It looks like a Starbucks cup or a thing that says POW.
Yeah. You can get all sorts of giblets for different things. You can really let your personality shine in a Croc. The old man laugh.
Yeah.
The old man laugh always
You know what
gets
it
them,
is?
you know?
I think I got pneumonia. Joe, I'm like
do
this.
you? Is it walking pneumonia?
I don't know what defines walking pneumonia, but I have been walking. I've done some walking lately.
I was real sick on Monday and Sunday and Monday.
Jeez. What happened?
I had some little bug. I don't know. I just had some little bug. I couldn't get out of bed. It was brutal. Let me see.
What is that?
I got these new headphones here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even notice or comment on them.
Yeah. I got these new headphones and I'm trying to figure them out. And I want to make sure that I'm hearing how I want to hear. And I know this is amazing for people listening.
I'm excited. So you can hear me? Is that what you're saying? When I'm talking?
I can. Yep.
No
I
more
can
reading lips for you.
I just can't hear myself. So like it's the noise canceling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I got water in my ears.
Just do like in the studio. Take one ear a little bit off.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do
buddy.
that.
See, that's
You
how
know
you
what?
do it.
I forgot about all those little studio tips and tricks.
You know, I
Then I have
wish I
trouble
could.
hearing you.
Oh,
I know. You're kind of entrenched in it.
yeah.
It's long gone out of my system. Although I am when I come back from my trip.
Yeah.
I will be gone, ladies and gentlemen, from October 2nd through October 12th. And when I return to the great city of Ortonville, Michigan, I will be throwing some vocals on a song that Reese Roper has worked out for me.
I don't know. It's like it's common domain. What is that called? Public domain. That's why it was
Public
easy.
domain.
I could find a bunch of MIDI tracks and then plug it into AI.
It was, I think it was written in like 1878 or something like that.
Yeesh.
It was written a while ago. And every word still rings true to today. So
It's a good song.
So I'm excited to do that. But other than that, man, I am so far removed from band. Like every now and then I get somebody who hits me up and they're like, hey man, do you think you could help me here? Do you think you could help me there? I'm like, no, I can't help you at all.
Yeah.
I am so far removed from the music industry. I can help you get like a discount on a roof. Like literally, seriously, I can.
Yeah.
I have like plumbing friends. I have electrician friends. I have concrete friends. I can't get you studio time. I can listen to your stuff. Like, I feel like I still have that ear. Like if record labels were still a thing and they were like, we need scouts. We need people to go out there and listen. I feel like I have the ear for what the people want to hear.
You could find it.
Or at least a large section. I think I'm a good music scout.
And do you still like going to shows?
No.
You and Heidi go to some. You know,
we do.
That's
We
when
go
I
to
was I forgot to tell you, I went to 2 shows this last week.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Well, you talk first. I want to hear about your shows.
Well, we went to Hardy. It was Hardy and who opened for him?
Hardy is a person or a band?
Yeah, he's a dude. He's a dude.
How do you spell him?
Hardy.
Hardy.
Yeah, and so he has some great songs. He's like that new country, and he's really good. He's written for a lot of people, and then he was like, you know what? I've written for so many people. I'm going to do this on my own, and he's great. So we recently went to him, and then October 23rd in the great city of Royal Oak, we are going to see a young fella by the name of Dylan Gossett.
Okay.
And he's another dude, just kind of him and a guitar and a baseball hat. And then he's really good too.
It's new country. Do you spell that N-U with an umlaut over it? And then C.
That would be sweet. That would be sweet.
C-U with an umlaut over it, N-T-R-Y.
Yeah.
New country.
But I would say he's like more folk than country.
Okay.
He's like folk. But yeah, so that's who we've seen recently. You, my friend, went and saw somebody Monday night.
Yeah.
That I go on, say who, so we can get into this.
Well, first I got to talk about Saturday. I saw Tyler Childers.
I don't know who that is.
Really? You like country?
Is that a country guy?
Yeah.
Tyler Childress?
Children's? Tyler's Children. His name's Tyler's Children.
It's like a youth group.
What's a youth group? They sing, he's got the whole world in his hands, but they sing it in Swahili.
Tyler Childers.
Yeah.
What does he sing? What's his big song?
Indian.
Feathered Indians.
Feathered Indian, which he won't play because he's like a very, what you guys call woke person. And he's like, I don't want to sing that anymore because I don't think Native Americans want to be called Indians. And I just think it's on an individual basis. Yeah. It was a big show.
He wrote the song in 2017. I mean, they weren't having issues in 2017 with that.
I don't. So he's like
just recently.
Yeah.
Recently
like always, he's kind of like his politics are very left leaning, and he sings about this. But like he's also like very, I don't know, like he would, like, one of his songs is just like to like people he grew up around in West Virginia, just like how he feels that they would like that Trump really isn't the guy they think he is, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
It was like, I like his music. I don't like most modern country. It's just that a lot of his music sounds the same because he sings in the same range. Like there's not a lot going on melody wise. So I get kind of bored, but it's good. Like it's a good song for like 15 times.
Yeah.
But like Kara loves this dude. So she got tickets, and then we went to Jiffy Lube Arena, which is like, or it's not an arena. It's like outdoor amphitheater type place outside.
It took
of DC.
you so long to say arena. I thought you were saying we went to Jiffy Lube, period. And then we went to the concert. I thought you were going to give me a story of something that happened while you were getting your oil changed.
No, it's not that exciting. Is getting my oil changed, Joe.
Hey, your oil changed. Wink, wink. You know what I mean?
It involved a dipstick.
Getting very oily.
A dipstick, people.
By dipstick.
So I don't know. This is what the crazy part for me is. Like, I know Kara sometimes listens to this, and I said I didn't want to go. It was against my will. Like, just because I don't like shows. I'm with you. Like, I've been to so many shows. If I go see somebody I love, about 4 songs into it, I get bored.
That is me. I buy tickets. I'm excited to see the person. I'm ecstatic to see the person. The night comes, exactly like you just said, dude. I watched 3 or 4 of their songs and I'm like, I'm good. Let's go. We saw Nathaniel Ratliff.
It's Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, for like 2 years ago, we went and saw him. He played like the smallest amphitheater in the area.
Yeah.
It's called Meadowbrook. And so we went and saw him at Meadowbrook, and it's a small like outdoor amphitheater. It was great, but I mean, I could not wait to go see him. I was just jamming to his stuff for months, and then all of a sudden we get there, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. Heidi looks at me like, what are you talking about? Like, we're just a couple of songs in.
She's like, you got nowhere to go, son.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I just, and so we kind of stayed for some of his hits, and then we bounced. But yeah, that's how I am as of late.
You made her leave? You didn't just fake it? Like, just be like,
no, we left after a while. We got to the point where she's like, okay, now I feel like we can leave.
oh wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just like focus in on what's happening on stage. Like I'm not into the songs. Like if it's a hit, I'll be like, yeah, this is rad. But usually I'll be like, what's that guy playing? What's he got on? What is that instrument?
I do the same thing. I do the same thing. Like during the Ghost, I went and saw Ghost last year. And same thing, like I know some of the Ghost songs. I am not, like, I would say I'm a Ghost fan, but I'm not like a fan. Like, I don't know all their songs, all their albums, all that stuff. I know 10 of their big hits.
Yeah.
So like when they're playing songs that I didn't know, like, just like you said, I'm watching everything else. I'm seeing what's going on, like side stage. I'm, complaining about the sound that's coming through the mains, all that stuff.
Yes. You're like listening to like, that snare sounds way too loud.
Yeah. Don't you feel, do you, so you're like me. Now, mind you, you've been doing this for decade longer than I've done. You've done it more than a decade and a half longer than I did it for. Yeah. But like, I feel like the time that I did it, it has ruined me listening to live shows and recorded.
Yeah. I want to say that I'm just like I'm pickier. I don't think it's ruined me, but like,
well, I guess
something is like really
semantics. I think like what you're saying.
Then I'm just like, yeah, I can't. But like, I feel like I can find something good. Like the guys in Five Run used to make fun of me because I listened to Britney Spears when I was driving. And it was the production. Like I was trying to figure out how they layered everything and also, like it's fun. But like they'd always make fun of me like, oh, can you listen to dumb music? And I'm like, you're poor. Like your band is poor. You make $1,100 a month. You should listen to this.
Yeah.
Dummy.
True. But you're right. It's like picky. Like,
yeah,
I was saying kind of what started the conversation or at some point during this episode, we talked about it. Like people will ask like, hey, could you listen to my band or could you come see my band?
Hey man, that happened a lot, guys.
I learned from you. I learned from you in like circa 1998. Somebody said that to you. And I heard you say this response and I've used it ever since.
Oh no.
You'll say, do you want my honest opinion? Like, do you want me to tell you what I think of it? Or do you just want me to listen to it and like it, And people are like, no, give us your honest feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what, and even I did that. Like when we came out with like Fight of My Life or something like that, I think it was right around Ska Mania. And I even said like, hey, give me your honest feedback. And you did. You were like, this song sucks. This song you could have done better. This song, I don't like this. I don't like that. That's how I feel I am.
Oh, wow.
So when I got out of the industry and kids like locally or someone would hit you up online and be like, hey, could you listen to this? What do you think? I would say that. Do you want my honest opinion? Or do you just, are you excited? You just want to play this for me?
Yeah.
And people are like, I'm excited. I just want to play it for you. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I'll listen and I'll get excited for you. But if you want my honest opinion, I'd be like, vocals aren't high enough. Yeah, and I'm not like a studio rat like you. I spent a good amount of time in there, but nothing like you, nothing like Nate. Nate was in there from the time the studio unlocked till the time they locked the door.
Yeah.
But like I listen to stuff and I'm like, the drum kit sounds like a Pringles can. Vocals need to be doubled here. Yeah. All that. It gets me. It gets me.
I'll be like him. I'm gonna ignore the production stuff, but like I'll be like, this chorus is boring. You got to do more melody wise or something like that, But like I also appreciate it when people tell me stuff about my songs. Like it might hurt, but it bothers me way more to like see somebody kind of holding back, like they're holding their tongue. You're like, come on, man, just tell me what you don't like about it or what you would do.
Yeah.
And
I kind of equate it to, this is a goofy little story. I equate it to this bike I got. At one point in my life, I got this bike and I thought this bike was awesome. And I thought my parents had spent like a ton of money on this bike.
right.
And they hadn't. It was like a Huffy or something like that. I loved the bike. But my parents hadn't spent a great deal of money on it. But I'm talking this thing up like it's amazing. Well, then like a year goes by and I realize, then my other friends start getting into bikes. And I realize that there's Diamondbacks and there's like the Dinos and the Mongooses before they were like available at like Target and stuff. And I realized that there's like $300, $400, $500, $600 bikes. And I'm bragging to everyone that my parents spent $100 on this bike. And, then you kind of end up feeling like a dipstick. So it's along the same lines. If you're like, oh yeah, this and this and this and this. And then you realize 5 years later that someone was like holding back and they didn't give you the honest truth. You're like, oh man, I could have fixed that. I could have,
Yeah. I don't know. You're right. Like, I think I've gotten better, like at more tactful how I talk to people about things like that. But
I think I've gotten less. I do. I do. When I was younger, I tried to be polite to everybody. And the older I've gotten, I'm just like, no, I would rather be honest with someone. This is what I always say in anything in life, whether my friends have cheated on their wives or something stupid and simple, a nothing everyday thing. I would much rather be honest with you and lose you as a friend for a week, a year, 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
But at some point you realize that I was honest with you.
And then you're cool.
And then you realize that like I was the one true friend you had. I was the one person speaking truth into your life instead of just being a yes man. So the older I get, the more I'm just more honest with people.
Hang on. One of my nurses is texting me.
Needs to Vagisil out of the cabinet.
Yeah.
This is becoming a pattern with her.
It is. Now they need a different kind of lube. Ativan gel. They need to rub it on this lady. Like you just go on in there and you sit down and then while you're talking to her, you just touch her hand and like, oh, that's so sweet. And then you smooth it around and then she'll cool out. Just do that.
Oh, I haven't heard of this stuff.
Yeah. It's a good thing they make the Ativan in the gel.
I wish they made propofol in chewing gum.
Somebody should have taken that hint from Michael Jackson. Be like, you know what? Maybe we should. Maybe we should make a chewing gum of this, and then people
Just your
good.
third chew. You're just out.
It's just like you have to have somebody next to you who knows the Heimlich, just in case you. They just and you still sleep. He's good. I got a pulse.
Boom! Just spit it out. You're like, I could chew it 3 times, then I got to spit it out before I hit the floor.
So you don't choke.
No.
Hey, so this is the crazy thing about the Tyler Childers concert. Going back to this, was the opening band were Hare Krishnas. So these dudes come out. Remember, Hare Krishnas used to wear like orange robes.
Yeah.
So they kind of look like Buddhist monks, and they'd shave their heads, or they had that one hair, like that was part of their belief that like Vishnu could snatch them up with that hair. So these guys didn't. They looked like hippies, like modern hippies. Like, well, I don't know. You know how like guys can have like top knots and like beards and still look like
Is a
normal
top
people
knot
now?
a man bun?
Yeah.
Okay, they call it man bun up here.
Man bun. He had a man bun.
Okay.
Well,
yeah. Did you get lost in your...
Oh. No, they don't want to put the cream on her because they're afraid they're going to get punched, which is a fair thing. So these dudes came out. They looked like this. They were wearing all white. And so I just thought, this is a weird country band. And then they had like some sort of Roland beat maker type thing.
Okay.
And then there had to be 10 dudes. And then they were like playing like this wow, like this synth noise. So it was like this melodic, like kind of droning synth noise. And then they would just play beats like on bongos and like with percussion instruments. And then they were chanting, and they were like, it was worked out. Like one dude would do it, and there'd be like harmonies and stuff. But like, I'm going to say this wrong. I don't know everything about Hare Krishnas, but what I know of them, I'm going to tell you, and it's probably mostly wrong. But,
okay.
So people can correct me.
It's not like the Pickle and Boot or the Pickle Home Companion is going to correct us anymore, right?
Yeah,
they moved on.
You know
they
what?
Don't do that stuff anymore.
They were 30 minutes from me, Kevin and Pete, and they're just like, yeah, we're here. We waved at you. Bye. We went to Buc-ee's, and now we're going to Vernus Vest. So Hare Krishnas, they are Hindus, and Hinduism is polytheistic, but Hare Krishnas are monotheistic. So Hindus believe, like the essential part of Hinduism that I know of, and I'm probably getting all this wrong, is that they believe in reincarnation. So there's these different deities that are kind of these different gods that have different attributes that they pray to that give them different things, but like or are kind of like Catholics are with saints, like they're in charge of this, or this is the deity of this.
Okay. Like patron saints.
Yeah. But they believe that like if you're good and benevolent, you don't harm people, that you'll be reincarnated as a higher life form until you become a human, which is the highest. And then they have these different castes of humans. So there's like 6 different castes. And once you reach the highest caste, if you are good and do well, then you don't become reincarnated. Your soul goes to nirvana, I think. I'm kidding.
Dang, dang, dang,
Here we are now, entertainer. But okay, so Hare Krishnas believe that Krishna is just that the one. There's just one God, and he is named Vishnu, And Vishnu, like Krishna is the highest incarnation of Vishnu. So Krishna is like a perfected version of Vishnu. So
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
So well, they just believe that all the Hindu gods are different incarnations of Vishnu, and that
But there's one better than the god that they worship.
well that you keep getting better, and then
So you can
finally-
get better than the actual god that you worship.
Well, they believe that. I think that all the other Hindus are worshiping older versions of Vishnu.
Oh,
Right. So then the highest version is Krishna, and that is perfected, like God perfected. So God kept getting rebooted until God was the most perfect, and that's Krishna. And I think like the
like
pyramid
God started off like a Detroit Lions fan, and then would die and then become like a Bears fan, and then would die and become like an Avalanche fan, and then a Red Wings fan.
right, and
then-
finally a Broncos fan.
Yeah.
And then he is John Elway. So like Krishna
So-
is John Elway.
John Elway.
Yeah.
Okay, we figured it out.
Got it. No, but then like they believe that if they chant different chants, that it brings them enlightenment and it makes their soul more in line with Krishna, who is the highest incarnation of Vishnu. And then it brings about like peace on earth and good vibrations, and everybody is good.
CNC Music Factory.
Yeah. So like they used to do this in the airports because people were traveling and they thought like this is good. Like they're going to take this to other places, these good things. I don't know if
I always
this ever
thought they
happened
did
to
it
you.
in airports because that's when people are the most, like, if not in a trench in warfare, at the airport, you're like, I don't want to die, or if my plane goes down. And that's why I always felt like people were doing that stuff at the airport.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
'Cause
maybe
they're like the most open to like,
And
oh my gosh, if I
needy.
die today, I'm flying to Hawaii. That's 13 hours of a lot of stuff that could go
Yeah.
wrong.
I'm trying to think. What is the band that the guys in Minor Threat, like Ian McKay, started after? They were also Hare Krishnas. What was that band?
I just text Nate. I said, what's the name of that Hare Krishna hardcore band
Yeah,
that like back in like the 90s we would listen to?
it was.
And
the
he
guys
hasn't
in
texted me back.
It's like Ian McKay and the guys in some of Minor Threat. I think that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, wait,
of.
maybe he did. He said Shelter
Yeah, Shelter.
and 108 were the biggest ones.
Oh, I don't know about 108, but like, so these guys did this, and I was like, this is kind of cool. It was pretty cool. It was chill. Like, what I couldn't believe is that, like, it was a country.
I'm
concert.
going to
Like,
sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. You keep talking. I'm going to
Bless
sneeze.
you. Bless you, Joe. It was a country concert. Like everybody had cowboy boots on and belt buckles and, flannel shirts and, hats on that said John Deere. But then they're like sitting there and nobody said anything disparaging about a Hare Krishna band.
Well, I
then
mean,
this-
what do you say disparaging? You don't know
Well, I
anything
would
about them.
expect like most people would just be like, what the fuck? Like, but nobody. They were just like watching it, kind of into it. I mean,
They're like, they said they're a what? A Harry Carey band. I like the Chicago Cubs, but I wouldn't start a band over him.
yeah. Well, then there was like a middle guy, and he was pretty good country artist, just playing by himself with a guitar.
Oh,
And then
Oh, okay.
Tyler Childers got up, and then halfway through his set, he had these guys come back out, and he played a song with them, the Hare Krishnas. And
So are you saying that you want to become a Hare Krishna?
no,
Is that
but
what
I
you're
think he
shooting
is.
for?
I'm already Harry Christian.
my back tells me that I am.
Yeah. So
Oh.
that was that. It was cool. I was surprised at how cool it was. And then Kara because I was like, we were talking about list shows. I had mentioned that I wanted to see Elvis Costello. I said what a dumbass I was because we played a festival in New Zealand with Elvis Costello in 1999. And I was too tired to go watch Elvis Costello. And since then, I've just been like, you're so dumb, dude. So Elvis Costello's coming. He played at the Warner Theater. It was Monday night. Kara bought me tickets. We went.
Nice.
We dressed up. She wore a dress and I wore a suit. I was the only person wearing a suit. Actually, one guy in Elvis Costello's band had a suit on. No one else. But I wanted it. Golly, man, it was bad. That's what
it was
sucked.
bad.
Yeah, and I could tell exactly what was wrong. He couldn't hear himself. So, like if you listen to Elvis Costello, he's pitchy. Like he's pitchy when he's recording his voice. Like that's part of the charm. Like you're not like, this guy's the best singer in the world. You're like, he may be one of the best lyricists of all time, but like his songs are really good. And when he sings, it's pitchy. Like it's like, like you don't.
I don't
like
know
the
enough
Clash.
of his stuff to know that.
Well, listen to like even his stuff that he's really famous for, like Lesson Zero or Allison or Red Shoes. Like he's sometimes a little bit off the note, which is rad. Like makes it sound more rock, right? So this was real pitchy. Like he couldn't hear the notes he was on, I don't think.
Oh no.
And then the worst part is that like, so he didn't have in-ears.
He pooped his pants on stage. That was the worst part.
No, he didn't have in-ears. So like, you know what it's like on a stage? Like when it's super loud and you're just like, especially in the middle, there's like this vortex of just like, and you hear the snare every once in a while. You can't get enough of whatever you're playing or your voice, or it'll feedback. He might have been at that, or he might be losing his hearing, but like he needed in-ears. They needed a click track because like he was playing and he'd get off, like he'd speed way up and you could see the other guys in the band trying to watch his fingers. And I was like, yes, I know this. I know what this is. He's trying to figure out where he's at in the song, because they also couldn't hear, it looked like. And so it just kept going, and they never no one ever was like, hey man, you gotta, let's fix the monitors or whatever they had to do. They just kept going.
Oh,
it got better. Yeah, I know. I feel the worst for Kara, because she was just like, she loves Elvis Costello. Like he is in the top 5 of her favorite artists of all time. And she was super bummed because this was like a big bucket list show for her. But they did kind of break it down where he played an acoustic guitar and the drummer came over and played like a small kit. And then the bass player had like a upright bass, and they had like a guitar player, and there was like another guitar player and then a keyboard player, and they kind of went off to this corner and broke it down. And then it got better because it was like, you could tell he could hear. And it was quiet enough, like that whatever instruments they were playing was way more quiet, and he wasn't fighting whatever mix he was getting out of the monitors.
Jeez.
But it was kind of a bummer. And
I gotta listen to his catalog. Oh, continue. Finish your story.
No. I just like talking to Kara on the way home. She was like, that was really bad. And she was like, almost to the point of tears. And I was like, I know what happened. Like we could probably see Elvis Costello again. Hopefully, knock on wood. But yeah, I hope. I was like halfway through the set, I was like, I gotta get the guys from Jerry Harvey Audio to write write him. Like, they need to get him some in-ears. There, and I don't know. Like, maybe he just doesn't like them. That could be another thing. But like,
I mean, maybe they were lost in getting there or something.
dude, it seems
It's kind of
like, if you're
odd for the
Elvis
entire
Costello,
band,
though,
yeah, not to have them.
right? So like the Jerry Harvey audio, I think, are like the best you can get. These in-ears, and they're like, shit, man, like $6,000 a pair. But I'm betting if you're Elvis Costello, you could be like, I'd like 10, please, and they would just give them to him. They'll be like, we'll come out and do the molds ourselves, Mr. Costello, and we're just gonna give them to you. Please say something nice.
I don't know a whole lot of Elvis Costello's songs.
Mm-hmm.
I know him from producing the Pogues' second album, Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash.
Yeah.
And I love that album. Like their first album, Red Roses for Me, I think. Great album. Elvis Costello heard it and was like, oh my gosh, these guys are the next big thing. And he did. He took them to like the next level. And but it went from Red Roses for Me was like you'd call it punk. It was like a very raw album. And then Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash, Elvis Costello put through like his way of doing things. And I think it's even Shane MacGowan was asked about it. He said he hated it because instead of just going through something and recording it the way it is, like punk rock, you do a couple of takes, you take your best one. And like he did you spend 2 weeks on like a guitar part for like a song.
And he hated that.
And he hated it. And then he said that like Elvis Costello would like punch him in, punch him out for like a word.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, you can do this word better. And so Shane MacGowan hated that. But when you listen to that album, I think from start to finish, I think Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash is my favorite of all the Pogues albums. Red Roses for Me has a lot of good stuff, but it's young and it's raw. And then If I Should Fall from the Grace of God has some bangers, but also has some stuff that I'm like, yeah, I'll skip this. But Rum, Sodomy, and the Lash, every single song is
good.
Oh, it just hits. And that's Elvis Costello. And that's how I found out about him, was he was the producer on this and all that. And I didn't even know he had a career. Outside of that, I just thought he was a producer. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I find out at some point in my life, like, no, he was he's an artist himself.
Oh yeah. Like,
but I'm not versed on his stuff. I need to go back and listen.
Some of his stuff is like regular, like radio play, like was like regular rock radio in the like late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
And then I think he was like popular like in the UK and Ireland. But like he's a treasure for real.
Yeah. I know he did something special on like Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
I think he's credited, like when people talk about like musical performances, I think he did something that was, I don't know if we can Google it, but I think he did something that was like on,
Like
you know how like
best.
Sinead O'Connor like
Mhm.
ripped up a picture of the Pope.
Yeah.
I thought Elvis Costello did something where he wasn't supposed to play a song, or there was supposed to be a musical guest that got canceled because of something they did.
Oh.
Elvis Costello filled in and then played their song.
No.
Yes, it was something like that. I
we gotta look
believe
this up for
he
next
did
week.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
He starts playing a song and then he's like, stop. Like he plays his hit and then he's like, stop. And then I think he plays something that he was told like he wasn't supposed to play, or the, whatever it was.
Oh. Yeah, dude. That's cool. That's punk rock.
Yeah, I thought there was something like that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was. Hey, let's bring this sucker to an end.
Let's do it.
And let's have this the paid portion.
Oh, that's all we're doing this week?
I think Freebie misses out.
Sure.
I'm beat. I had a long day.
Screw those freeloaders.
Our listeners will at some point in the next year hear about my day because
it's too raw for Joe.
Yeah, it's too raw for me right now. And Banana Land, it's top 5 craziest roofing calls I ever had.
I would have to say, like, I want to hear the other 4 because that is insane.
Yeah.
Dude, just like what you texted me, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So my kids, I was reading it out loud and my kids were there in the car. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, sometimes this happens, guys.
Oh, yeah. I know. I tell Heidi very little of what happens at work. She likes hearing about the funny stuff that happens when you're roofing. She doesn't like the other stuff. And so, but there's this like balancing act of you need to talk to someone, like, you need to kind of get it off your chest. But I also understand that like she doesn't want to hear about it. Yeah. So I gave her like a little bit of info. And then like tonight at the dinner table of all things, she was like, so tell me this, just tell me this, I'm going to ask this question and just answer it. No details. Yeah. So I answered it. And then she's like, okay, follow-up question. No details, just no, and then she asked her next question and I told her, she's like, okay, that's all I want to know. I don't want to know anymore.
She don't want any more of that in her head.
It was just an absolute it was something out of a nightmare.
Oh,
so
man.
It was Banana Land.
I can listen to that stuff all day because like,
yeah,
after you've shoved somebody's vagina back into them a couple times, you're like,
I'm sure
pretty numb to.
Yeah.
Pretty
and that's just on your honeymoon, you know what I mean? Hello.
Yo.
Hello, ladies. Yeah, but so maybe we'll talk about that in the future some point. But I am beat tomorrow. Right. Tomorrow, here's something fun for the listeners. Yeah. If the listeners want to look up good old Michigan, there's the Lower Peninsula and the Upper Peninsula. Michigan looks like it's 2 states, but it's 1. Yeah. Heidi and I are going way up to like the furthest west you can get in the Upper Peninsula. And it's our 1-year anniversary. Our anniversary is 10/10, October 10th. And so tomorrow we leave to go camping. We're going camping from tomorrow, October 2nd through the 12th. And so we are going to be up in the UP camping, having a good time. And so crazy day at work. Got home. Now I got to finish packing and doing some stuff at 10 o'clock at night because we are leaving in 12 hours. And I got to sleep in there at some point.
At some point. You make her drive and then you can sleep.
I can't.
Jeez.
I can't do it.
Can you?
I used to be able to, like with the insiders. I got to be where I could sleep anywhere, and I could sleep sitting up in a chair or whatever. I can't do that anymore. Like I can close my eyes. Remember how parents used to say I'm resting my eyes? I can like rest my eyes, but I'm hearing the radio. I'm hearing everything. I'm not actually sleeping, but I can't really sleep in cars anymore.
I can't. Like I can doze off, but I'll wake right up. I just can't sleep unless I take drugs.
Yeah.
Trazodone and melatonin.
Propofol gum.
All right, man.
All right. See you, buddy.
All right. Have fun.
See you, everybody. Thanks for being a subscriber. Actually, I take that back. Don't be a subscriber. Stop so we can stop doing this. But thank you. Thank you for blessing us with some cash every month to be able to be able to set aside this time to do this.
Love you guys. Piece of pizza.